Hi everyone, welcome again to another Teacher Joseph video clip. Today I'm making teriyaki chicken. It's very easy. You can see I've got the chicken prepared here already. Okay, all I've done is season it. Okay, so I've seasoned the chicken using my usual seasoning, which is called all-purpose seasoning. And I will be adding in these other ingredients: soy sauce, ginger, garlic, honey. That's the olive oil that I've just used, and of course sugar as well. Okay, so I've lined those up for you. That's all we're going to be using, okay, today to make teriyaki chicken. Now, some people, they like to make the sauce separate. I don't. I'm going to be adding everything in. It's a very simple recipe, okay? So I've just started to cook the chicken. It has to cook for 7 minutes, and then I'll be adding the garlic, ginger, honey, soy sauce, and vinegar. And just to help with these as well, I'll be adding some of these, which are simply spring onions, as we call them. Okay, so I don't want to cook the chicken too much, but I just want to give it a little bit of a fry there. Okay, so all I've done is season it. Okay, that's all. And I'm going to add the garlic and the ginger as soon as I turn it over. Or before I turn it over, as you can see. So here we are. So that's the garlic in already. So now remember, I'm not cooking this completely. I'm just browning it a little bit. Okay, I've added the garlic. I'm going to add the ginger. Quite a bit there. Make sure the chicken soaks that up. Lovely. And next, there's the honey and the soy sauce. Okay. So obviously it needs a lot of soy sauce here. And quite a bit of honey as well. And what happens is we let it dry out to create a really thick sauce. Okay, and we need 100 milliliters of water to go with this as well. Now, just so you know, for this ingredient, I actually lifted out the sugar because I wasn't going to use the honey. But actually, honey's healthier, especially for me, even though I won't be eating this. So you won't need the sugar if you're using honey. Okay, so you can choose what you want to use there, honey or sugar. We'll just move the chicken around there. Yeah, get it nice and brown. So it's basically cooking in the sauce, which is what we want. There we are. Right, now I just want to make some water. Now, I understand you're probably all using the metric system. When I say make some water, of course I mean boil some water. Okay, so I'm going to go for 100 milliliters, which isn't too much. And 100 milliliters is the equivalent of, what would you say, half a cup maybe? Something like that. So we just need to put the water on top of this. And we're more or less done. So we haven't put any vinegar in here, which we really should do. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little drop in as well. Okay. Now, you can use corn flour if you want. I won't be using it because it makes it too sticky, but it's possible. Now, the water is really important, okay? Because the sauce here is very, very strong, so it needs to be diluted. So I'm just going to add that in. Let that dry out for a few more minutes. And hopefully what I'm going to be left with is something really, really sticky, which this chicken is going to taste delicious in. Okay, and while that's cooking, I'm just going to cut up these onions, and they will be sprinkled on the top when the chicken is ready. I wonder if the suffragettes ever had problems buying food from supermarkets. I went there yesterday. I'm always telling you I can't seem to find anything after Brexit. So I had a bit of a problem yesterday trying to get what I want, but wow. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about that right now. Okay, there we are. So this is nice. The chicken is going to cook very quickly. So within a few more minutes, this is actually going to be done. Okay, it's still very wet here. Once this water dries out, I'm going to be left with a really sticky sauce. And the secret is making sure the chicken is cooked at the same time, because this is quite thick here. It might be hard to get it all cooked without turning it again and again. So I'm just waiting for that to dry out. So I'll be left with a lovely sugary kind of sauce. I got this new microphone a couple of days ago. I hope it's not too loud. You're probably hearing everything. But it's better than the no microphone that I was using before, the built-in one on my device. Yeah, so this is settling down nicely, I would say. Just a few more minutes. The water will be dried out. And we will have what's left. So yeah, getting back to the suffragettes, yeah, cooking wasn't on their minds when they were busy trying very hard to, of course, get the rights of women. And yeah, they well didn't manage to do it quickly, but the action they took quickly. So the question is, of course, what action are you taking to make sure your English is coming along quickly? Sometimes we really have to push. We don't want to, but sometimes if you really want something, you have to just give it a little nudge. A nudge is a small push. Okay. There we are. So this is today's recipe, the teriyaki chicken. This is drying out and it's going to be leaving us with a delicious chicken. It's taking longer than I thought to actually dry here, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And I'll just put these onions in a little bowl because I don't want to put them in the pots. They can be sprinkled on the chicken when it's ready, And I'll also put these other things away. We've used them. So that's the garlic, the ginger. So remember, these are the things you'll need: garlic, ginger, honey, soy sauce, and the olive oil. And that's it. There's not much else. And you can always replace the honey, if you want, with sugar, as I was going to do, but I didn't. So let's just see how this is coming along. Oh, delicious. Oh, very nice. You see, if I'm between lessons, I just want to get something cooked quickly, ready for the night. The next student I have is from Spain. Well, we're lucky if he's on time. They're always late, aren't they, the Spanish and Italians? But I don't mind. It gives me the chance to do these kinds of things. That's looking very nice. Let me just try to taste that. Oh, delicious. Yeah, that's very nice. I mean, it's a bit salty for my taste, but that's exactly what's wanted, So I'm sure that will go down well. That's great. And while that's cooking, I need to get myself a little cup of tea because I'm about to go back to Skype. So I'll just boil this kettle again, make sure that everything is ready. And, let me just... They say that men can't cook without leaving a mess. I think I managed to do that quite well, don't you think? Let's see. Yeah, so that's more or less cooked. Okay, so I just need to get more of this water out so that I can have a nice surface. Let me just clean this as well. If I don't do it now and it stains, then I'll be complaining later that I can't get it out. I can't get the stain off the cooker. Stain, of course, is the word that we use when a mark doesn't come out of a fabric or something else. So there we are. Yeah, so this is becoming really sticky now. It's very thick, and that's exactly what we want. So another few minutes, and this will be done. And I have to say, it really is delicious. I mean, I can't fault that at all. It's beautiful. Right, so I can put everything off. This is electricity, so I can use the remaining electricity to really just cook it without using any more energy. And it looks absolutely lovely there, so I'm very happy with that. And that's us. So that's the recipe for today. That's the chicken. So there we are. Hope you've enjoyed this. See ya. Bye.